Fortnite Chapter 6 is officially here, and I've decided to wait a bit to make this video because I wanted to let my thoughts sink in. But I gotta say, this chapter is awesome. This has to be one of the best chapter launches in years, since I'd say Chapter 3. But let's discuss the map. The map is so diverse. We have the usual grasslands, a swamp, a blue forest, a reddish area, and a snow biome on a single map. Mind you, a Season 1 map. For a Season 1 map, we've got 18 POIs to land out, and that's insane. Not only that, but the POIs are all unique in its own way. Sure, there's a large amount of Japanese-inspired buildings, but they all feel different. And of course, you have the greatest POI in Fortnite history, Bird. If this gets deleted, I'm actually uninstalling. But seriously, the only problem I see with the map is it's kind of too good. There's just too many POIs on the map, and that can be a problem going forward because besides like the bottom right of the map, I don't see how this map can improve at all. But I think if they play the cards right, this can be the best map we've ever had. And it's not just the map, but the graphics have been majorly improved. Chapter 6 is a step up from Chapter 5's graphics in every way. It's giving me big Chapter 4 vibes because the game actually feels more vibrant and lively now, more than last chapter. I like the little things like when you enter the blue forest area, your screen turns a blue light. And the wildlife is cool too. You've got these little things called sprites that roam around the map. They just bring a sense of life to the map, but they aren't just cute, they can also help you in gameplay. They can heal you, give you loot, or help in movement. In addition to wildlife, there's also this giant turtle that just sits there, and he's cool. I don't know what he's supposed to do, but things like this just makes the game's atmosphere feel alive again. Because Chapter 5 just felt bland and didn't have like its own distinct style. There was nothing like actually special about it. So it's nice to bring back some of these cool elements we used to have. But now transitioning into actual gameplay, something majority of the community wanted was the return of hitscan. And yeah, it's back, and some people are complaining about it. But for the most part, people are glad it's back. I do think it should be improved with these new weapons, but at the moment, it's just a better of two evils, and I'd rather have this than go back to bullet drop. The guns themselves are fine. With some of them, you have the option to toggle scope on and off whenever you like. Now, I think this is a nice balance, but I am kind of disappointed they got rid of weapon mods because I feel like they could have been improved upon. But I suppose it's an easier and smarter approach to just remove them in general because everyone complained about it in Chapter 5, so just bringing them back would just bring a bad taste in people's mouths. Also, the other new non-gun weapons are cool too, with the standout being the Void Oni mask, which works like an Ender Pearl in Minecraft. Then there's the Fire Oni mask. It's pretty simple, it just shoots out fireballs, but it moves real slow, so it's not too worth picking up. Same goes for the Typhoon Blade. It's good for rotation, especially with the glitch people have been doing, but I don't think it's very good for combat. Maybe it's just a me thing. But there's not just new weapons, there's new mechanics too. And they're neat additions. They don't tremendously change gameplay, but they just add an extra touch to movement. Of course, you get the wall jump, which is really fun to do and can spice up your fights a bit. Next is the kind of higher mantle, where if you're sprinting and you jump on a wall, you can mantle higher with your momentum. And the barrel roll, which is if you're sprinting and fall, it can restore some of your stamina. This one's probably the worst one, but it's still fine. There's also these new augment sort of things called boons. They have the same function as augments, but they're way harder to get. Find them at like these sprite shrines. I am kind of disappointed they didn't just go the route of bringing back augments, but I think this can work if they continue to add more boons over time because at the moment there's like only 4. But lastly, I just like where this seems to be headed. The storyline is so far is sick. I like all the new characters, especially the demons. They're a cool faction. Hopefully they don't get thrown under the rug after the season like Chapter 5 did with all their villains. And hopefully we get some more live events soon because the final event we got for Remix was great and broke records, so hopefully that shows Epic something. But fortunately, it does seem like Epic's listening to us because of all these improvements that were made in response to Chapter 5. Plus with the return of Fortnite OG, which seems to be really accurate, bringing back stuff I didn't even think they'd touch on, like the old gun models and like the graphics and, you know, the lighting of all. You know, I just see this as a big return to form to the Fortnite we all fell in love with, not just with OG, but with Chapter 6. But anyways, that's my thoughts on Chapter 6. It really has a lot of potential and just a strong start to the chapter. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, have a good day.